Okay. We have an unusual thing today. Let's go to our normal explorer mode. Okay, so you can see here that there's no map of Armenia, right? So what I do here is that I search, and so these are maps that are okay. These are maps that are meant to be used with the Yandex plugin. Okay, you can see here. This is a created by you map. Um, so no one has played this map yet. Well, that's not actually true. I have, in tests, played partial games. And since I created the map, there's sort of a conflict of interest, right? I've seen all the locations, I may have an idea where they are. Okay. And so another thing is that so where the coverage comes from is from Yandex, which is a Russian website which offers many of the same services as Google, including a map system, and that so this is an entirely different system of coverage. That Yandex actually produces the coverage using Yandex cars, and cameras designed by Yandex, and that you'll see that the coverage is immediately recognizable as not being Google coverage. It looks different in some ways, and that also that I had to make a map, of the country, because there wasn't one already, and that here that there's a limited amount of coverage in Armenia. I have here Yandex coverage exists only in Yerevan and in Vagashapat, which is the a town next to Yerevan. Okay, and so in here, that I just mentioned, where you can actually get the Yandex plugin. That the Yandex plugin that one of the authors listed on that site is Komyu, the famous GeoGuessr Khan of Mongolia, who, his previous well-known accomplishment was writing the most complete country guide anyone has ever seen for GeoGuessr. Something like 170 pages about Mongolia, including screenshots of every village, and that he also has a series of maps that go with it. Really, you know, the most one of the most complete examples of GeoGuessr scholarship that I have ever seen. Um, so in the instructions, also, there's a bit of an issue with the list of the steps that you should do the install temper monkey part of the instructions first. Okay, and also there's a personal license for Yandex. That is, when you play GeoGuessr on a normal map, it gets the coverage from Google, and that GeoGuessr gets the coverage from Google. Google does not know which user is associated with which coverage. Here, um, that you actually have to get a personal license from Yandex to use the coverage, which you just do with a web form. So there's no charges or anything, but that Yandex will know who specifically is looking at what. Um, which I don't know, like what they might be getting out of the data. They will find out that I have an interest in using their coverage in GeoGuessr. Okay. And so as I mentioned, that I have the issue that I did this map. So I'm going to disrupt the games before they end, so that they don't actually get in the high score list. So that way the high scores will be plays of this map by people who are not me. Okay, so we have our daily challenge settings. Okay, and so the first thing to notice here is that Armenian language is immediately recognizable. No other language uses this script. Nothing even looks like it. The kind of script that it is. It's basically like a Western script. That there's these represent letters. So it's not syllable based. I think there's something like 30 of the symbols. Um, and so it wouldn't be too hard to learn it. I haven't, but that basically this is what the language looks like. Okay, so here, let's see. There's a partially demolished building behind the barrier. We have Russian graffiti. Okay, this would of course give you a hint as to why the script is so strange. Um, Okay. The only other example that I can think of something that you might uh, mistake for this is Georgian, um, which is some other, you know, some other script. You can see on the map, that they look kind of different. Okay, and uh, okay, map. That's kind of horrifying. Um, okay. On the Yandex coverage, it has numbers for buildings. If you click on these, it will actually tell you, um, what the address is. So, I would say, don't do that. Okay, and also it would give you the address in Armenian, which in this round might not help. Okay, this is the crosswalk sign found in Russia. Has three ticks on it. Um, we have Nalbandian Street. Okay, and so these are the Yerevan street signs. I have I don't know if those are used in Vogar the only other town on the map. Um, okay, that we have Nalbandian and Aram Street. Yeah, I think this is near the center, and we're running out of time because I these things are not particularly aimed at scoring. Um, okay. Yeah, I'll go over here. Okay. Uh, so, so it was yeah, so it was near the Opera House here. Um, so let's see. So we had what was this? Yeznik Kobatsi Street, Tumanyan Street. Yeah, I can't remember what that intersection was. Oh, yeah. Also, on the another thing with the language, that I looked at a little bit of stuff that something that I'm often interested in the pronunciation. To helps you learn the language. That in Armenian the stress is always on the last syllable. So you have, for instance, Yerevan. Um, okay. Yep. Oh, that's interesting. There's a KFC. They are everywhere. Um, all right. So here we have. Okay. This is the kind of thing you find at the airport, right? Um, of course, I made the map, so I know that. But okay. So the next thing is where's the airport? Um, Again, I made the map, so I know where the airport is. It's over here. Zvartnots International Airport. It's what it's called, and we zoom in on the terminal area, and we can see there's a big round thing. Okay. Um, yeah. So this looks like this. Um, yeah. That another Odd thing. That's weird. What's that? Okay, so it's just kind of a sculpture on the ends there. Um, there's a lot of cool architecture in this map. Um, that it's sort of interesting, that a lot of Soviet cities, didn't do that sort of thing. That people don't look around Kharkiv for beautiful architecture. Um, but this really, it seems to be one of the best, sort of second tier Soviet cities for this kind of thing. Um, and when I say a lot of good architecture, I mean things that are clearly from the Soviet era. Actually, are at least cool looking. I don't know how they are as a practical matter. Um, but okay, so uh, we got this thing. All right, so yep. Okay, you'll notice because there's only coverage in Yerevan and its immediate vicinity, the scoring is kind of brutal on this map. Here, 37 meters off got a deduction of 60 points. Okay. Um, so we have Zaza Land. Um, okay, there's Armenian script again. Okay. There it is. Okay. Um, yeah, that you see, all of this art and architecture on this map, it's really really I was fairly impressed with, the way that Yerevan looks. Um, okay, there's a dome there, there's these things, right? There's okay, so we're next to some sort of reflecting pool or okay. We have Artyoms, right? Um, you'll notice .com, like so we have yeah, La Galleria over there. Okay, so this again looks like I'm in the city center and having made this map, like there's a lot of these in the city center simply because um there wasn't that much coverage of Armenia, right? That everything, as I said on this map, is in Yerevan or close to it. Okay. Um, okay, this thing, Swan Lake. Um, there's a big park in the middle of the city that has these sort of impressive, like restaurant type things in it. Um, let's see, I believe that's around the Opera House, although, um, okay, maybe not. Um, which park was this? Um, Indian Mehak restaurant and bar. There's a Mehak restaurant in my town. Yeah, I know, like doxing yourself, like what could they do to me? Um, let's see, National Assembly of Armenia. It's not this one, right? No, no, this one's got, memorials and things in it. Um, okay, plunk in the center, just for the maybe it's the botanical gardens up here that has these things. Nope. Um, oh, so it was around the Opera House. I just wasn't looking in the right place. I was looking in this park, which doesn't have buildings in it. That the things that I was thinking of are on this side of the Opera House. These things around it. Um, oh, Swan Lake. Okay, that's where I was. Um, Oh, yeah, so I'm not seeing the other things that I was thinking of. There was a different park that actually had, what appeared to be several nice restaurants or things in it. Um Here we have the Mexican restaurant in Yerevan. I guess maybe they have to have one in every country now. That it's part of showing that you're a world capital is that you have to have restaurants from all major countries now. Um, all right, yeah. Also, the Mexican place, it's right down from the KFC. All right. Um, all right. So then we have the map. Okay. So here it looks like we're in an area outside the city center. There's a big road, 3 lanes on each side. Um, so if even if we didn't know we were near Yerevan, like this, that would be the only thing you'd guess. There's this round thing which I can't see any identification of. Oh, velodrome. Okay, so that would be a bicycle track then, I would guess. Okay. Um, we have, wait, is that the center over there? Looks like it could be. Okay, so how do we do this? So that's north. Um, so we are over here someplace, maybe on this M5. Um, that's the road that goes past Zvartnots International Airport. Um, okay, and yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, so it's pretty close to horizontal there. So maybe it's over near this intersection. Uh, let's see if we can find the velodrome. Um, let's see, velodrome is on the south side. Hmm, not seeing it. Let's see, where else could there be an east-west? Wait, let's go right into the yeah. Another thing in a place with an open view like this, I'm wondering, can we see Mount Ararat? Which, looking at the view, I'm thinking no. I think it's far enough away that there can be clouds in the way, things like that. Um, since I've made this map, I know spoiler alert, you can see Mount Ararat from some places in here. Um, Rodney Oy. Okay. Oh, Armenian and wait, is that was a Russian flag on the thing? Like okay. So it was over here. Um, okay, so Yerevan Velodrome. Um, all right. It was a Toyota dealer on the other side, right? Okay, so it was closer into the city center than I thought it was. Um, but there's the center over here. Okay. Um, so this is the last round, so I'm going to have to be careful not to actually complete this one. Um, tourist information. Um, that sort of thing is near the center. Yeah, you'll notice that the buildings are not your normal sort of Soviet stuff. Like they like these big stone blocks. Um, the architecture, that one thing it actually resembles, I've noticed, is Israel. That it looks kind of like that. Um, okay, so this is an Armenian church. Um, that Armenian churches have a very distinctive appearance. Um, in particular, this top is characteristic of an Armenian church. You have a round thing with this corrugated edge here. Okay. Um, so where are we? We're on Koronatsi and Mashtots, and Ararat. Um, okay, so we're in some sort of so the junction is a little bit odd here, right? That we have, so it goes like that. Yeah, I guess there's the problem that, on this round, um, that if I guess it, it's going to record the score, which, I wanted it to not do. Um, Having made the map, I think I know where this is. I think this is there are churches in Vagarshapot, several impressive ones. It turns out that Vagarshapot is actually the place where the Armenian Orthodox Church is headquartered. Um, that here, Mother See of Holy Echmiadzin. um, I'm not sure what the deal is with the name. Echmiadzin was used in Soviet times, but it seems to actually be used here as the as referring to the as you can see here, Center for the Armenian Apostolic Church. Um, so this may be the actual name. Yeah, there, Ararat. Okay, that was on the sign. Yeah, so we're in this square, and we have to hit escape and leave the game so that we don't actually complete the game and have the score appear. Um, as I said, I want other people to play the map. It's not fair for me to play the map and get scores because obviously I made the thing. Okay. Um, so we go then to my thing and ongoing games, and we delete the ongoing game. Okay. Um, so just to show people around the map again, we have Yandex search maps. Okay, and so there are other that the way that the Yandex plugin works, the GeoGuessr maps have to actually start with the word Yandex, and this is used so that the plugin can detect that you are on a Yandex map, and that then then it knows to actually use the Yandex plugin for the coverage. Um, because if otherwise it would actually, if you don't do this, it would actually try to get the coverage from Google and mostly not find it. Okay, so I'll use our daily challenge again. Okay, yeah, yeah, they love these big blocks of stone. They're all over the place. Yeah, and there's a UFO over there, right? Um, yeah, lots of architecture in this thing. Okay, we're in a big park. Okay, as advertised, right there. That is Mount Ararat. So Mount Ararat is an extinct volcano. Um, that it's not the highest point in Armenia because Mount Ararat, it turns out, is not in Armenia. Um, that Mount Ararat is in Turkey, and of course there are no longer any Armenians over there because it's in Turkey. Okay, so we have view of the city. That there's these hills in the background. That Armenia, a generally mountainous country. Okay, we have this obelisk. We have this thing. Okay. Having made the map, I know which park this is. Um, that okay, that's this let's see, I think it's this park over here, right, that has that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So, that this there was the Armenian Genocide Memorial. Um, okay. Or maybe not. Let's see. I think this is the one with the yeah, the obelisk was labeled in the park where that I was thinking of. So wait, so there's more than one of these things. Oh, that's a great name. Yerevan Military Memorial Cemetery. Um, Armenia Republican Medical Center, a place where they only treat people using medical techniques approved by Republicans. Um, Ministry of Emergency Situations of Armenia. Okay. Um, let's see. It may be no, it's not the Botanical Gardens. Yeah, all right. Well, not guessing isn't too bad given that, I've actually said that I don't want to score on this map. Right. Okay. Wait, was it the park that it was that park. Okay. Um yeah, I thought the obelisk was actually marked on it in the okay, that's interesting. Okay, so should have gone with that, but yeah, I had thought when I made the map that the obelisk was specifically marked. Um, okay. Uh, oh, there's that round thing, right? That makes sense. Um, oh, by the way, of course, the Armenian Genocide Museum. I'm sure that my mention of this will get this stream banned in Turkey. Um, so you can't really do anything about that. Um, at least Turkey can't pull my Yandex site license. That's going to be a minefield when we get to the Crimea stream. Um, okay. Um, all right. So we have. Okay. So again, like this is the same crosswalk sign as in Russia. That's kind of diagnostic. As I mentioned, the main place that I can think of that looks kind of like Armenia is Israel. Israel, of course, also has recognizably different script from this. Hebrew is, it has more of this sort of square look to it. Um, oh, also, I should mention this script is written from left to right, which you can't really tell very easily from the appearance, but that it's written unlike Hebrew, it's written in the direction of other Western scripts, right? In Roman Cyrillic or Greek writing. So the scripts that are read from right to left, are Arabic script and Hebrew. Okay, we have Rich Plaza. Okay, I remember doing Rich Plaza as a place in the map, but I don't remember where it was. Um, oh, there's this uh, elevated highway or rail line. Um, oh, this is interesting. That Armenia has black and white poles. Um, Yeah, it's an elevated rail line. Yeah, there's that spire there. You know, very interesting architecture here. Um, and also, as I said, like quite different from the stereotypical Soviet appearance that you know, that this is not Kharkiv. All right, so hmm, yep, taxi. Okay, that's probably 100 currency units for a kilometer. I'm guessing, looking at that. All right, so where was it? So we were on this street. Okay. Yeah, okay. So there's the elevated rail line there. Here we have Rich Plaza. Um, so yeah, I didn't get to a street sign. It was Christopor Street and Arsha Kunyats Avenue. If I'd gone down here, I probably could have gotten it. Okay. Um, yeah, again, like this, they like stone blocks and just masonry in general. Um, does not look like most cities built by the Soviet Union. Um, there's this thing. Yeah, so I think this is probably outside the center, right? That there's okay, that there's oh, yep, okay. Yeah, so this is probably Vagarshapot again. Um, right, that we have this big gate, Saints cross, that all right. So let's see. So we have again, I think it's this whole complex. Um, maybe is that the gate or pontifical residence, and not in Rome, right? Um, yeah, so maybe this. Oh, there's the street sign there. Yeah, Ararat Yan Mashtots. Um, yeah, so that's up here. So I think I was correct. Okay, so around 4 out of 5, we have. All right. Hmm. So this does not look familiar. This looks like it's outside the city center. Yeah. So here we can see buildings that are the same shape and size as the Soviet five-story, um, except that they've got the stone blocks. Like so. So this actually is an example of stereotypical Soviet architecture, but like the Soviet five-story building, looks so much better, with the big stone blocks on it. Uh, Although here we can see a building that has been clearly imported from Bolivia. Um, we have Vazgen Arajin Street. Okay. Oh, that's an interesting sign there, like that they have then a more yeah, so there's Vazgen. Oh, Moshtots we saw before again. That was in Vagarshapat, right? That we had um was this Moshtots? Yeah, Mesrop Moshtot Street, uh Kostanyan and Vazgen. Yeah, okay, so it's this corner. All right. Um it wasn't that corner. Oh, yeah, because I forgot to we walked to that corner. I forgot to readjust it. So um right. Okay, last round. So again, I'm going to shut this down before the end to avoid, to avoid scoring. Um, have a big open street. Um, Eurobaza.am. Okay. GeoFest, GeoGuessr looking things here. Like they must be having a hard time guessing the country, right? Um, okay. This gives us an idea of the size of the currency unit. I assume that's per liter of gasoline, right? Um, Gazprom sign, Moncho Group. Okay. Okay, and have to be careful here to stop it from timing out. Uh, okay, Yandex coverage is not as okay. The plates are blurred out. Yeah, I've noticed that their plate blurring algorithm seems to not sometimes work as well as Google's. Um, Interesting vehicle. I've seen that thing before. Is that a non-working traffic light? Looks like it is. Um, okay, and we get ready to stop when we get to the end. Hmm. Yeah, again, like lots of these masonry things. I guess that's probably just a thin veneer on the building and escape. Okay. So leave game, and so once again I go to my thing, and then I do ongoing games and delete that. All right. And so again we search for Yandex Armenia. Um, I guess I can like my own map at least. If, you know, I don't want to actually get a high score on it because obviously I've seen all the locations before. Um, All right. So that's a relatively normal-looking Soviet building, right? You know that. Yeah, that's yeah, that's an example of a non-good-looking Soviet building. Um, okay. Still, yeah, this thing is interesting. Um, we have there's steps here. So I remember where this is, and so I turn around and oh no, I don't remember where this is because the steps I was thinking of do not have this church. Okay. Um, so it's east-west. There's long steps, sort of a park-like area around it. I think this is probably not in the center, um, but could be near it. Um, let's see. So what do I think? It's nope, nope. It's not. Yeah, Nornork is one of the suburbs, or possibly a there's just Nork. Okay, Republican Stadium, a stadium for Republicans. Um, hmm, where do I think this could be? Um, yeah, I think the map may have not gone out and covered a lot of this out here, from what I remember. I think it may have cut off somewhere down around here. Um, wait, although no, it's probably not that church. Um, could it be that one? Maybe. Um, I wonder what this was supposed to say here. You can have problems in automated transliteration of the original script, right? You can get odd results. Um, hmm, yeah, I do not know where this is. Um, okay, so it was in Orange. Yeah, I think maybe like out here would not be coverage, but oh, it was the church that I rejected, which oh no, wait, that's where I guessed. Never stupid. Okay. Saint Gregory the Illuminator Cathedral. Um, okay. So that was here. Okay. Um, so it was just outside of the center then. All right. Yeah. I think this was the only mosque that I found in the area. I can't remember if I had it in the map though. I think I did, but okay. We have AA. Um, okay, I don't see a street sign. We have benzene on the station. Right. That's the Russian word for gasoline, I think. Um, let's see. Before, yeah, that's not Mount Ararat itself. I don't know how much positional information you could actually get from Mount Ararat, given, that I think it's something like 40 kilometers away. So, Europe football betting shop. Okay. Okay. I mentioned that these are addresses, if you click on one, it actually gives the street you're on, which, so, um, that this is, something to think about with Yandex coverage is, like whether that is kosher or not. Okay, so there's a hill with buildings on top of it, flag, big, big east-west street. Hmm. Yeah, big east-west street that we do not have an identification of. Okay. Of course, when I clicked on the label, it did not help much because, I can't read it anyway. Um, right, it didn't tell me which street it is. Okay, we have, yeah, there are lots of sculptures like this, I noticed. Okay, so we were, oh, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I click on Google Maps that there is sometimes coverage in Armenia, that, it's these people have unofficial Google coverage. Um, all right. So wait, where was that? Oh, this was this area to the south of the city center, Nor Aresh. Okay. So it was this Arabuni Street. Okay. And then, yeah, so on that hill, that was that Arabuni fortress, ancient hilltop fortress and museum. Okay. All right. So, yep. These are apartment buildings with maybe only, let's see, is that 5 stories or four? Um, the Soviet apartment designs, they're very into 5-story buildings, which had a standardized design. Um, and I believe that was the one that was the largest model that did not come with an elevator. Um, okay, I'm thinking maybe down there. There's it looks like there's some maybe a traffic circle or relatively monumental sort of building. But yeah, lots of nice buildings here. Okay, you'll notice the Yandex coverage, loads differently than the Google coverage does. Okay, there's an uncensored plate. Uh, AM on the plate. Um, okay. Hmm. Not seeing any labeling. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, again, signs of the size of the currency unit. We have 33,900. Um, is that? Well, that's a hill. Yeah, yeah. So we're about to run out of time. You know, that no particularly need to guess since I don't even want to score. Um, so we were by okay, so I must have gone down maybe down here for looking for the building. Yeah, we didn't see anything distinctive. Um, all right. Um, this vehicle has a yellow plate on it, which I have not seen before. Oh, yeah, those must be some sort of specialized vehicle plate. Yeah, there's one. Um, yeah, so it wasn't even the same shape as the car plate that we saw before. Yep, here, Astgik Medical Center. Um, okay, that might be findable. Armenian American Wellness Center, right? Because there's the Norkmarash Medical Center. Hmm. Yerevan Neuwine Brandy Vodka Factory. Okay. Um, let's see. That's the street sign. Uh, let's see, what is that? That's view to the east. We can see there's hills there. Yeah, so I think we're not in the center. Yeah, proof that there are some bad-looking buildings. How many stories is that? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Yeah, yeah, that 9 or 10 is the uh, common number of floors for the. This is a larger model Soviet apartment building. We have Lenin. Um, yeah. Okay, so we were over on this street. Um, let's see, that's just marked as hospital. We Infantine Dental Clinic. Okay, no, nothing clear cut on where that medical center was. Um, let's see. So this is North Sebastia. We have Zoravar Andronik. Okay. Um, Ararti, Araratian. Okay. That must be a neighborhood named after Mount Ararat. Okay. So this is Mount Ararat over here. So you can see Mount Ararat is not actually in Armenia. Um, oh, I should something I'm curious about. I'll put up a new tab for this. Let's look at. I'm curious as to what coverage they have of the Mount Ararat area in Google Maps. Um, so let's see. We have. So, here's Mount Ararat, here's Igdir, here's Do Bayezid, um, as the large towns in the area. Um, okay, so we can see, there's coverage of the two towns here, and some of the roads between them. Um, and then looks like it appears to cut off short of the Iranian border. Um, which right, so yeah, so so here you can see, like the line of trucks entering Iran, but uh coverage ends. You see, that there's probably it's probably an issue with that they aren't supposed to do coverage right next to the border. um yeah, so this is what the area around Yerevan looks like, which may have been unclear. And there, that's Mount Ararat. Um, and so Mount Ararat is a stratovolcano. I hear you can't see it because of the cloud in front of it. Well, there's the tip right there. Okay, so you can see, has the sort of Mount Fuji appearance. And all right, so so this is the last round of the stream, and again, we're going to avoid scoring. Um, so we aren't going to be able to guess and see what this actually is. Um, okay, Odzun Church, 5th through 7th century. Um, let's see, is that the same church that we're at, though? I would say no. Um, oh, that's the gate in Vigarshapot that we were at before, I think. Um, right. Yeah, so so I think this is just the inside of that complex, right? Okay, 152 left. Hmm. Can no longer a sign is no longer visible. Yeah, okay, books and souvenirs. That doesn't really tell us anything. Yeah, I'm assuming we're inside this complex, but that's the same gate we saw before, right? All right. Um, so I guess we're done then. So what I can do is I can avoid guessing. I hit the escape key, leave game. Okay, and then I go up here again to my stream, and again delete the game. Okay, so um, so if anyone is interested in playing this map, again, it's Yandex Armenia on GeoGuessr, um, and that if you don't, that you need the Yandex plugin to have coverage. You If you play the map without the Yandex plugin, most of the rounds are going to be blank. There may actually be official coverage, I mean unofficial coverage, in the same spot as the Yandex coverage. So, it may be an interesting exercise, to see, if there are rounds that you can still get, because, like it may, there is official, there is the unofficial coverage of parts of Yerevan, which you may actually be able to use to play some rounds on the map. Um, and again, that the name of the map Yandex Armenia tells the plugin when the Yandex plugin, when the first word in the map name is Yandex, it knows to use the Yandex coverage. So that's why the map has the name that it does. Okay, thank you for watching, and that this was a special, that recorded out of order with the other videos in this stream. That we're not going in alphabetical order after this one, um, and that so that I may do some other Yandex areas. I want to do Crimea, and I'm not going to comment on what country that's in, because that I don't want the Russians looking at my stream and concluding that I am a subversive and pulling my Yandex API. Um, and I guess have a nice day.